Goal setting is another very useful method of enhancing employee performance. From a motivational perspective, a goal is a meaningful objective. Goals are used for two purposes in most organizations. First, they provide a useful framework for managing motivation. Managers and employees can set goals for themselves and then work towards them. Thus, if the organization's overall goal is to increase sales by 10%, a manager can use individual goals to help attain that organizational goal. Second, goals are an effective control device. Control meaning the monitoring by management of how well the organization is performing. Comparing people's short-term performances with their goals can be an effective way to monitor an organization's longer-term performance. Social learning theory perhaps best describes the role and importance of goal setting in organizations. This perspective suggests that feelings of pride or shame about performance are a function of the extent to which people achieve their goals. A person who achieves a goal will be proud of having done so, whereas a person who fails to achieve a goal will feel personal disappointment and perhaps even shame. People's degree of pride or disappointment is affected by their self-efficacy, the extent to which they feel that they can still meet their goals even if they failed to do so in the past. In the original version of goal-setting theory, two specific goal characteristics, goal difficulty and goal specificity, were expected to shape performance. Goal difficulty is the extent to which a goal is challenging and requires effort. If people work to achieve goals, it's reasonable to assume that they will work harder to achieve more difficult goals. Goal specificity is the clarity and precision of the goal. A goal of increasing productivity is not very specific, whereas a goal of increasing productivity by 3% in the next 6 months is quite specific. Some goals, such as those involving cutting costs, output, profitability, and growth, can be easily stated in clear and precise terms. Other goals, such as improving employee job satisfaction and morale, company image and reputation, ethical behavior, and social responsibility, are much harder to state in specific and measurable terms. Some organizations undertake goal setting from the somewhat broader perspective of management by objectives known as MBO. The MBO approach is essentially a collective goal-setting process through which organizational goals systematically cascade down through the organization. Our discussion describes a generic approach, but many organizations adapt MBO to suit their own purposes and use a variety of names for it. Goal-setting theory has been widely tested in a variety of settings. Research has demonstrated fairly consistently that goal difficulty and goal specificity were closely associated with performance. MBO is often an effective and useful system for managing goal setting and enhancing performance in organizations. Research suggests that it actually can do many of the things its advocates claim, but it must also be handled carefully. In particular, most organizations need to tailor it to their own unique circumstances.